Hello and welcome. My name is Virgil and this is Literally Books, and today I want to talk about A.E. Van Vogt's story Dear Pen Pal, later republished as A Letter from the Stars. Originally in 1949, and then it was retitled and republished in 1950. Now I remembered this story. I don't know if this counts. This might be a Rocket Summer pick too, I guess. I'm just going to go ahead. I read it because I had just read Arena by Frederick Brown, and I thought, what was that story that I read so long ago? I can't remember the title. And so I discovered it and reread it, and it was really fun. It was great. My daughter and I both read it together. A lot of fun. Totally worth finding. You can find it online for free, I believe. I think the Internet Archive had it. It was originally published in the Arkham Sampler in 1949, and then later in 1950 in Out of This World Adventures. It was also collected in 1951's Far Boundaries. At this point, I was starting to reread the Wikipedia, although I would avoid reading the Wikipedia, honestly, unless you're just trying to find out the destination, because it's a pretty short story, and it's definitely one that you don't want to spoil for yourself. So what is Dear Pen Pal? Well, we get the sort of one-sided conversation of an alien intelligence, Skandar, writing letters to someone on Earth through this sort of like correspondence committee that exists, that, you know, sort of where letters can be sent back and forth between humans and other alien intelligences, right? And Skandar reveals that he is in prison, and we learn that Skandar is metallic and that he's radioactive and all these other things. And he's just sort of like looking for someone to talk to him. And he's like, oh, I've included a picture of myself. I think in the second letter, he sends a picture of himself. You know, why don't you take a picture of yourself and look, and we can sort of, I can see what you look like. Right. So there's this whole thing, and of course you only get Skandar's point of view. You don't see the other side of the conversation. You just hear Skandar's responses, and he's trying to trying to get this human to talk to him. And as he continues to talk, he says, "Well, I have this mean plan for escape, you know, and maybe we can talk about it." I can't talk about the story too much, or else I start to reveal something, but I totally think it's worth your time. For the very short amount of time you'll have to read this story, absolutely worth it. A really great sort of zinger, I guess you could say, sort of ending that I really enjoyed. Really, really loved it. I remember when I read it the first time, I thought, oh, that's a good one. Such a good story. Totally worth looking for. It's maybe, I think in that Arkham Sampler, it's only like 2 or 3 pages, and that's it. So it doesn't take a whole lot, maybe 30 minutes at most to read. Good fun. If you like classic science fiction, I think that you'll enjoy that. I've read only a little bit of Van Vogt. I've read his Slan. I actually really like Slan. Slan was a very popular story. I thought when I first read it, I thought, oh, I've seen stuff like this before. And then I looked at when its date was. I thought, oh, this might be the first time that somebody wrote something like this. It's very early sci-fi. I think it's very readable, very fun, a little tongue-in-cheek, and I think it hits just a really great note, right? Not juvenile, but just a really good, fun note. Definitely something, though, if you have kids. I think this is a great short story to sort of share with them. Say, hey, read this story and tell me what you think. You know, just kind of a fun story. As long as they understand the concept of like that people used to do pen pal stuff, I think that'd be fun. So totally worth checking out. That's it. That's all. Just a real short one. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to say. Like and subscribe helps. There's a support link if you want to. Write your friends, but be careful of accepting letters from your enemies. That's it. Thanks. Bye.